Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first episode, Cosmic Heart Consciousness, where I help you connect to the deepest part of your soul. I am your host, Tawnya Moseley. My mission is to help light workers activate and expand their spiritual gifts. So I'm going to wait because I want to see if people are clicking on. This is my first time ever using BeLive and on the network, so I'll wait for people to click on and see where people are at. Okay, good. So hello and welcome. Yes, this is my first show on the Academy and I'm super, super excited. Here we are. We have some people. We have people clicking on. I'm so excited to be here. Hello, Marie. Hello. Marie. You guys are joining me. So hello and welcome. Welcome to my first episode, Cosmic Heart Consciousness, where I help you connect to the deepest part of your soul. I am your host, Tawnya Moseley. My mission is to help light workers activate and expand their spiritual gifts. So I kind of said in the beginning and then people clicked on, so I decided to say it again. So hello, you guys, and thank you for joining. Our mission as light workers is to raise the vibration of our planet. One small step to help that mission spread with a positive message. So hit that like and share button to other light workers, intuitive, like-minded groups. So if you guys could help me share, that would be amazing. I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm excited for everybody new. Our topic is going to be, I know 11 people, today is 11, yes, 1. Spirit gave me this time and I knew I was going to be on the network and join during the 1st of November. So we have 11, 1, 18, 18. There's a super powerful day today. And it was fascinating when Spirit gave me this message. I asked Spirit, I said, before I come on here, thank you, Marie, for sharing. What should I talk about? A lot of people, you guys don't know me, and a lot of people do, but it was fascinating because I was talking to one of my friends and I said, I feel like something's missing. And she goes, what? And I said, I don't know. And I know we all come into a place, into a time, Spirit's going to talk to me, so I take out one of my earbuds. We're coming through a time in our life where we always feel like we're missing a piece and we never can really put our mind on it or put our finger on it. We just know, we can feel in the depths of our soul that something is missing. So maybe at this time you feel like you're missing that, but I encourage you to listen through this whole message. Your time and throughout your life, moments where you felt like something's missing. So I ask you to kind of review and reflect on maybe times that you felt you were, in there, I'm going to kind of do a spoiler alert, where you've wanted to strive for more. And I've had this throughout my life where I was married with my ex-husband, he left, and then I was missing, like, I always knew that there was somebody out there. I could feel him. And then I met my current husband, and then a few people of my friends, are always like, oh, you're always longing for something. You're always wanting this. You're always, I'm too emotional. I'm too sensitive, blah, 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 blah. But I knew that there was like this expansion of this amazing, wonderful universe. And I knew that I only have a sliver of the pie, and I wanted always that daydreamer. I'm a creative soul. I'm passionate, and I always have wanted to strive for more. I got to be careful throwing my hands. I am a healer, so when I throw energy, it kind of freezes the computer, and you may feel it as well if you're empathic or intuitive. So anyway, back on my thing. So Spirit has called me on this gift for many, 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 many different times in my life. And I'll talk about it throughout my show. And how I always longed for more. Like, what else? And I said, I don't know. I just feel like I could have I feel like there's something else coming. I can feel the change. And I'm always, and you guys may know this, all my empathic intuitives, you feel when something's about to shift. You're like, I feel it. I know something's about to shift. I don't know exactly know what it is, but I can feel it. Well, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I can feel the shift. And sometimes spirit only lets us have a piece of that information. Because as manifestors and as laws of attraction, when we start putting limitations on spirit and saying, oh, well, I want it to look like this and I want it like this, spirit doors start closing around you. So sometimes it's better, and it's hard to say this, but sometimes it's better not to know and to enjoy the ride. And it's okay to have a little bit of clarity here and there. But sometimes you just kind of have to say, you know what, spirit? I am open to that everything is in divine timing and divine alignment and divine purpose. And I had a couple clients and I gave readings to them. And I told her, I said, you are the spitting image of my videos. Where they were in a transition of their life and they just kind of threw their hands open to the universe and said, we are open. We are open, we are open, and it delivered. So sometimes when we feel this missing piece and we're at that edge and we don't know where it is, and it may come, it may be in from a little year or 2 years and we don't know when it's coming. And I said, how do we deal with divine timing? How do we sit in this time of, we know it's coming. We feel this missing piece. We know that we are manifestors and co-creator in this universe. But how do we sit in this? And Spirit gave me this message, and I was like, this you're going to give me? I was hoping it was a juicy, I could just throw it at you. It's simplicity. It's very it's simple and very simplicity, but also there's depth to it. And they said to me, live in the moment. And I'm like, really? So I'm sitting at Starbucks. No, I'm not advertising for them, but that's where I was sitting. And I said, I'm sitting in Starbucks line. And there's a cars in front of me. I said, you asked me to sit and be in the moment. I said, what is this moment? I said, what am I supposed to feel in this moment? And they directed me to the trees because it's fall and our leaves are changing. And Spirit said to me, leaves every year, the depth of the color is just a little bit different. And I photographed this with my own tree and how the same day it changes. And they use nature in a sense of we are changing, evolving, and growing, and our growth is. But sometimes we are so busy. As much as I love Facebook and I love social media, and thank you guys all for watching and clicking on and taking time out to say, what is this lady talking about? I've never seen her, to listen to my message. But we also don't live in the moment and to what is around. The people, nature, situations. I love to people watch, love it. And I did a lot of that this weekend. And I said, well, how do I enjoy this moment? And that's when they showed me nature and changing. And it doesn't, and we need instant gratification. We're humans and we want instant gratification. We want something exciting, boom, happen in front of us. Sometimes we want sensation, satisfying, where it's like, how do we enjoy the moment when nothing's happening? But it's also, and now I'm going to go a little deeper, looking into the people around you. If you want to take this a tad bit deeper. So if you want to look at nature and you want to stop there, great. And really looking into that, but also the people around you. When I talked about people watching, doesn't matter the race, the color, the religion, it's anything. When you look at them, I say God, and I'll say God because that's what I call God, creator, source. But they are your brother and your sister. and watch them interact. Because knowing when we leave this time and this space and this earth and this reality, that we all go to a place where we're all together. And that may not be you, but knowing on a soul divine level, we are created equal in the eyes of God. And the depth of the love and light within us carries. It's not about knowing the name, the situation, the person, their ideas, what we disagree, but just knowing you're coming in contact with another soul and just absorbing that moment. Doesn't mean you have to talk to them. You can look slow down, from afar, but sitting with that and really looking around and observing. Okay, Spirit's pushing me deeper. So this is the tangible, this is in front of you. So many of you guys are spiritual, intuitives, walking in their spiritual journey, opening up to this. And you have stepped into getting to know who you are, your soul, filling into this greater space than what's physically in front of us. People call it 3D. Stepping into a deeper state of knowing and expansion out of this physical world. So I'm going to take this a step further. If you think about, yes, yesterday was Halloween and, the veil is thin and everything else. I didn't feel like it was as thin as it normally is during certain times. And I'll come on here, if you watch my Facebook page, Talking with the Angels, I hear how the veil is thin, but we are all feelers. It is a instant. It is something God gave us. And when we feel into a situation, or we feel like we could be in a mall shopping, okay, now we're going out of my Starbucks line and now we're headed to the grocery store into this feeling state. I'm sitting in a cart, sitting with my cart and a couple people, and you feel into the situation. It goes along with people watching. But all of a sudden, we're stepping out of the scene and into the feeling, and it go into layers and dimensions. We talk about empathic intuitives filling into people and situation. Ooh, we're doing a full circle here. Hold on. Spirit's interrupting me. In front of you is stressed out. She's got a screaming 2-year-old. You can tell she's just at wit's end. And her missing piece is just wanting a few minutes by herself to catch her and compose her thoughts. As light workers and as intuitive, and people may be like, I don't know how to, I guess we're going to teach something here as well, which I wasn't expecting. All right, cool. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how. I'm not empathic. I don't have any gifts. You all have gifts. You may not recognize those gifts, but you all have gifts. So you have this woman that's in front of you, and she's just, been up with a sick kid. She's, screaming 2-year-old, whole bit. Moms, if your heart goes out to her. What you can do is now you move into this 3D, into the 5D, and you send her. And they go love and light. And a lot of people, well, how do you send love and light? How is that a thing? How do we help that? Chakra as a vibration here. You can think of it as a ball of light filled with love, peace, harmony, compassion. You feel this in your energy. When you have this beautiful ball of heavenly divine white light, and you send that straight to her. This is how we help. This is how we help and we heal. Sometimes it's easier to recognize missing pieces within other people than it is with ourselves. And stopping and taking time out and sitting with the here and now. And I don't practice here what I preach, and I may be calling the kettle black because I noticed this in Halloween. I didn't do this yesterday. I was showing in California, a private showing, and I'm getting ready for that, and I was getting ready for this, and I'm talking to Spirit. I have all these kids running around with Halloween, and I should have been more present. But my mind was somewhere else. We have moments. And Spirit is asking us, instead of moving too far forward and too much living in the past, to live in the moment. And sometimes that is so much easier said than done, because our mind race, we have deadlines, we have all this stuff. But I ask you to do this exercise. Go through your life this past year. What are the highlights and what do you remember? Because then all of a sudden you take a time out to sit with, where was my mind? Was it with deadlines? Was I stressed? Where were you? Because then when you become aware and more cognitive, we teach this, schools are teaching mindfulness, and then you all of a sudden become more aware of where your mind goes. And I'll give you another exercise. I'm giving lots of exercises today. I don't know, there's some crazy statistic on how many thoughts we have a day. And a lot of people aren't aware of it. And they go, well, how do I stop my mind? A lot of people are like, I can't meditate because I can't stop my mind. Spirit gave this to me. They said, as if you would go to a diet doctor or whatever, and you want to change your diet and lose weight, they say, write your diet list, everything you wrote down. And then people are like, oh, I didn't realize I had so many little pieces of candy, Halloween. So now I tell you, which is just, hear me out. This is challenging, but write down your thoughts. And it does not mean I thought about the color pink. Like it's, around this time I was mostly thinking about my kid's situation at school, or I was thinking about my friend Mary and her, life. And I was thinking about this, but then all of a sudden you start going through this piece of paper and then you realize, was I locked in fear? Was I locked in helping others? Okay, slow down. So Spirit's going, if somebody is wanting a career change, start recognizing your thoughts are. I noticed I spend a lot of time here. Could I put these pieces and work in a field where I'm really good at, where my mind, my energy always is? When you stop and you start recognizing your thoughts, you can realize, am I locked in fear? Am I locked in trust? Am I locked in love? Where are my thoughts? What am I co-creating with the universe? What am I asking for? We'll talk about that on another episode. Co-creating and manifesting, and really where our thoughts and our actions and what we're saying to the universe. But this is the first step in that, is where are our thoughts? Where are our thoughts leading us? You tell your children, the people that you love, don't talk, negative, be positive. Are you doing the same? Say it again. That's funny. Okay. The same piece is locked in your head. Is locked in the, it's almost, they show me it's almost a fighting in between what your heart knows, what you feel so deep, but what your ego and your fear is telling you differently. Because you play the past and you play the future. And how to silence that mind is sit right here in the present and just observe and just feel into. Somebody saying, what if I'm afraid to feel? And I teach this with my classes. Why are you afraid to feel? You need to go deeper with that feeling. Everybody says, well, I lack trust. It's because you don't trust yourself. Why don't you trust yourself? And everybody goes, so many people have let me down. So many people have, shut the door and let me down. Why did you give them your power? You earn that back. Just because they close it up, do you lock and stay in this and not open your eyes to see? Your missing piece is always in front of you, around you, within you. Fill into the unknown, because the expansion and they go unlimited possibilities of the unknown is beyond magnificent. Our brain, you wouldn't want to limit your children, so don't limit yourself. Fill into who you are, what you know, and let the pieces unravel. I'm going to do a little energy here just to kind of help the pieces that you feel like you're ready to see are going to be open. Oh, Jessica, she's laying in the hammock. She's like, I love that. She was in my show in San Diego. So fill into that, and I encourage you, spend some time in nature and fill into. That's funny because they brought me down to the earth and they go, feel the vibration of sweet Mother Earth, and then put your hand to the sun. And there's some smart butts here because they're like, what if it's cloudy? It's okay. Still put your hand up to the sun. And you feel that energy. What is above is below. And do you know what's in the middle? Is you. You. You can feel the sun and you can feel the earth. Now it's time to feel yourself. I got to stick on time. This is something I'm not used to, so I got to make sure I don't run over on time. Okay. They go, I do this exercise with my clients, with my one-on-ones, and on my page, reaching to the sun and reaching to the earth. Feel those. Feel this energy. And then you put your hands on your chest. And you feel your own heartbeat. And you feel your breath. And God said, of my soul, allow yourself to feel in parts of you that have been in the shadow side for a long time. Open those to the light. Don't hide those pieces of you because they're beautiful. They are divine. God doesn't create junk. Honor and allow those pieces of you to shine. Owning who you are, what you've been through, what you're becoming, and standing in the here and now. Being present with yourself, your emotions, and how you feel. stepping into your power and into this moment. It's a divine, perfect destiny aligned with your soul purpose. I love you. You truly are a gift from God. See yourself the way I see you. I love you. So thank you all for joining me. That's kind of how I end my shows. Channeled message. Then I just throw it on out there and send it to you. So thank you guys so much for the comments. I know I didn't address those as much because I kind of get in it, give you the information. And if you guys would like to connect with me further, you can check out my website. It's up here. Dog, I'm still trying to work this. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you want to catch me on my page. Thank you, Marie. Love you too. You guys keep being the amazing self. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. So you guys, yeah, I'll be on here Thursdays, all these times. Where you see me now, I'll see you next Thursday. Except for Thanksgiving. I got to go do Turkey Day with the fam. So I'm excited you guys are here. Click and like, share it to all your friends. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Kate. You're amazing as well. I love you. Have a fantastic weekend. Keep clicking here on the Academy to check out other awesome light workers and positive message, and go spread the truth of light and love and the vibration of your beautiful self. I love you. Until next time. Bye.